Oh, yo. We doing this live. We're doing this live. Screw it. We're doing this live. Yo, what's going on, my people? It's your boy Radical. Listen, I was supposed to be making a video right now, editing and all of that, but I got some technical difficulties, so I might as well just do it live. All right. So, real quick, um, the reason why I'm talking about George Lopez, right, and the situation that's happening right now is because he's in some hot water for blackballing and having a history of blackballing other Latino comedians. Now, let me just go back in the days, right? Let me just take you guys on a trip when I was younger. When I was younger, comedy for me, comedy was like scripted shows or whatever the case is. I didn't really start seeing stand-up comedy until it was on Comedy Central, whatever the case was, right? That's what stand-up comedy was to me. And then I started to see some Latino comedians actually come into the mix. And I started to no lie, I started to actually get excited because at least I'm seeing some representation for my people. You know what I'm saying? I've seen some representation of other Latino comedians coming in, or whatever the case is. Because I believe, my first experience from what I could remember of a Latino comedian was George Lopez, right? And then later on, I believe he opened the door for Carlos Mencia. He even had a show right after the Chappelle show that got canceled, The Mind of Mencia, right? That's when started to open the doors for other Latino comedians that I really enjoyed today, like for Felipe Estraza, Pablo Francisco, the so on and so forth. So I know for a fact that seeing representation in your media, especially for Latinos out here, is very, very, very important. It's something that we try to strive for. And I know in Hollywood it's very hard. It's very hard to get representation, especially for a Latino, because we don't pretty much fit the mold for whatever. So if we're not playing either a drug dealer, we're probably playing something other, some other type of stereotype. You know what I'm saying? So every Latino is not a Jennifer Lopez, where she's racially ambiguous to the point where now she could play a white woman. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't really go like that. So the thing is, with George Lopez's most recent commentary on Ralph Barbosa, it really hit people somewhat hard. First of all, for those who don't know who Ralph Barbosa is, he's an up and coming comedian, extremely funny, extremely funny. And I actually ran into him on on YouTube on certain clips or whatever the case is, and I really enjoyed his comedy. He's a very, very, very funny individual. I'm gonna let you listen to one of his quick stand-ups and one of his bits, and it's it's super hilarious. So I want you guys to check this out. Check this out real quick.
Man, I've been having a cool little week. I ran into my mom's ex-boyfriend the other day. Yeah, he's doing really good, man. He was right. We were holding him back. He dresses so much nicer. He got a car now. I approached him. I had to. I said, dude, if this is what getting away from my mom looks like, I'm ready, bro. That's the one dude that broke up with my mom. Every dude she dated, she would dump them. But I remember the day he broke up with her. I was 10 years old. He's walking out the house. I was like, he is going places.
Yeah. So yeah, real funny dude, real funny guy, right? And the thing about it is that he's an up and coming comedian, right? And George Lopez was on a podcast recently, and they asked him his thoughts on Ralph Barbosa, and he pretty much does the cocky ego type of thing. So I found his YouTube channel, by the way. It's called Premiere Live TV, so definitely shout out to them. They're the one that archived George Lopez's fuckery, right? So this is what he says, and I'm gonna pause it, and then I'm gonna give you my commentary. But also, there's other problematic things that George Lopez has done that I want to highlight real quick. So first of all, let's see what he says about Ralph Barbosa.
This,
But nobody knows who that motherfucker is. What are you saying his name, man? Have you heard of him?
I think he's fucking great. He needs an opportunity. I don't see anything wrong with that.
That's what. Look out for yourself.
But I also want to look out for others. And I also want to make the path,
I don't think
Easier.
that's a right.
you know.
I don't think that's the right. I don't think that's the right thing.
And this,
First of all, okay, so that's basically what he said. He basically said, I don't think that's the right thing. You got to look out for yourself. This and this and oh, shout out to Don. Shout out to Jose. What's going on? George Lopez is a hater. He tried to stop Carlos Mencia's career also. Oh, I did not know that. There's a couple of people that I want to talk about. But so George Lopez basically was like, yo, you got to look out for yourself. You got to look out for yourself. That's extremely, extremely disrespectful. You don't do that by the height of your career, right? You're supposed to be looking out for other Latinos as well. The fact that he is so high up there is very, very, very hypocritical to even look down and say, well, you got to do it yourself. No, I bet you when he was coming up, he was getting some shout outs from other Latinos. We have to look out for each other. Why? Got to do it himself. Why you got to mention that dude's name? Come on now. That is extremely, extremely disrespectful. You feel what I'm saying? So George Lopez apparently has a history of doing this. He has a history of stopping other Latinos' careers, like gatekeeping. And I want to highlight this real quick because this YouTube channel does a great job. So let's check this out.
Like, man, I really need this. He goes, it's me. He goes, and George Lopez. I was like, oh, man. And he was like, he had a cigar. He's like, what? Well, you don't like George Lopez? I'm like, man, I love George Lopez, but he don't work with Mexicans. Huh? Like, he don't work with Latinos. If you put him on the show, there's not going to be another Latino on the show. No, I'm going to talk to him. Like, okay, man.
Are you serious?
And then Monday he calls me, DL calls me and said, hey, Juan, you were right, man. Yeah, George. Yeah, he did. He said he wants to be the only Donnie Brown on the show.
and this.
You've done so many shitty things that how low are you that you told the casino, say, in Palm Springs, that casino, they couldn't hire no other Latinos so long as they had a contract with you. What kind of bullshit is that, George? Can you live with that? Even at the height of my fucking little fame, I never did that. Why are you doing it? What's all this about trying to help other Latinos? My record stands for what it is, eh? I always, from the Tonight Show to Comic Relief, I always said, Viva la raza.
Has it ever
So first of all, shout out to, like I said, shout out to this YouTube channel, Premiere Live TV. Definitely go check them out. They definitely broke this down. Now, my thoughts on this whole thing is George Lopez is extremely, extremely hypocritical. That's not how you treat your own people. That's not how you treat your own fan base. Because let's be honest, some of these comedians are fans. This is not how you treat your own people. Because in the old saying goes, the same people that helped you go up are the same people you're gonna see going down. And we have to be 100% honest. This crab in the barrel mentality. A lot of people like to say black folks have that. No, this is very evident. Latinos have this as well. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that George Lopez is literally going out here and stopping, blackballing other comedians, other Latino comedians, is extremely, extremely hypocritical. This is the white supremacy version of gatekeeping. You know what I'm saying? So no other person could come in until I say so, and all of this. What? We're supposed to be moving as a unit. We're supposed to be moving as people. We're supposed to be moving as a collective. And the thing is, when our collective has a part of that chain that is weak, everybody messes up. I will never, ever, ever in my life do something coonish like what George Lopez is doing. I will never in my life do something coolish. And then also, by the way, by the time that I'm recording this, Ralph Barbosa went to the Flagrant 2 podcast and he addressed this. Apparently, George Lopez apologized to him on a private phone call or whatever the case is. And Ralph just took it like it is what it is. He was like, okay, he apologized. It is what it is. He wasn't really that bothered by it. But my thing is, you should definitely be bothered by it. You know why? Because this is an individual that's gatekeeping and stopping other people from pursuing their talent, pursuing their career. You know how many people first of all, it's very hard for Latinos to even get something in the industry, to even get your foot in the industry. A lot of times people have to sell their souls to get something out of it. So the fact that George Lopez is gatekeeping and being the colonizer of this certain sector says a lot about his own character. It says a lot about his own ego. It seems like he forgot where he came from. He's supposed to be looking out for his own people. I'm not saying that once you get into a certain level, you gotta look out for everybody, because everybody doesn't deserve it. I get it. But at least help your people out. At least help your people out. For example, today, I'm not gonna say no names. Today, I got a shout out by Brown96, right? I got a shout out for uploading one of his music videos on my channel. And he gave me a shout out. He said basically nobody that was in the video did something like that, but you, with somewhat of a large following compared to his, I did that. And I said, yeah, we're brown. We got to look out for each other. Y'all don't believe me? Check this out. Look, shout out to Brown96, man. You got to go subscribe to. Check this out.
Yo, I just wanted to give a big shout out to the homie Radical Latino for reposting my video, my music video Kings, on his platform, on his channel. Man, not even the people that were a part of the music video did that. Man, much love, bro.
That right there proves that I look out for our people. That right there proves that we speak this brown shit, brown on brown, that we got to look out for brown pride. This is what I'm talking about. Helping each other out, regardless if it's something little like reposting something, is going to be really big at the end. We have to start looking out for each other. And we as Latinos got to stop this crab in the barrel mentality and actually start doing our thing. You know what I'm saying? And by the way, I don't know if I told you guys, this live was definitely going to be short. There was some technical difficulties on me editing this whole thing. It is what it is. But if you guys feel me, hit that like button and all that. I'm going to catch y'all later. All right? Peace.